Welcome back to music. Our objective for today is to independently compose using Noteflight while following 3 guidelines. Alright, here we are at Noteflight.com. Everybody should already have a login, so you should click sign in with Google, and then you are clicking your GLA Google account. Alright, all your compositions should be listed right here that you have been making so far. If they're not, it's probably because there has been a save issue, which I will help you resolve today. Alright, you're starting a brand new composition, so you're clicking this plus sign that says create. As always, we're starting from a blank score sheet. So you're clicking OK. Alright, you are titling this composition whatever you want. It does not matter what you title your composition. This is your piece of music today. Under composer, you are putting your name. I am Miss Ziegler. I don't like having this keyboard here. You can keep it if you want, but I'm going to get rid of it just to make my space look a little bit cleaner. You must get rid of this second line because this is going to be a composition that we want to potentially perform. We can't perform 2 lines of music at the same time, which is what the second line means, so we need to get rid of it. So you are clicking on this bass clef symbol. That should highlight the whole bottom line in orange. You click on the bass clef symbol, the whole bottom line is highlighted. On your keyboard, not on your computer screen, on your keyboard, you are clicking delete or backspace. Either one works. You're clicking delete or backspace. You're clicking the keyboard key that you use when you make a typing mistake and you need to erase a letter. Alright, you should have these blank 4 measures now. One of the guidelines for the day is to start and end on C. C is either here or here. Either of those notes are C. Ms. Ziegler, I have no idea how I'm supposed to tell what those notes are. Well, if you are having a hard time figuring out which note is C, that keyboard that I got rid of, you can always bring it back, and it has all its C's labeled. If you want to write a C, all you have to do is click wherever you want that C to go. So if you want the C to go in your last measure, because we need to start and end on C, you click on your last measure, and then you click on any of the keys that are labeled with a C. The actual number next to it does not matter. As long as you see a C, it'll show up wherever the line is blinking. So if I want to make another C right here, that automatically writes that C for me. Alright, I am going to get rid of those. There we go. But we know that we can start and end, or we need to start and end on C. That's one of our guidelines. Another guideline that we have today is that we need at least 8 measures. I'm only counting 4 measures right now. So I need to add 4 more measures for me to fill up. So I'm going to click on this last measure here, and I'm going to click the plus measure button, add measure after, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can see that I have 8 measures ready to go. I know that I need to start on C. I know that I'm going to end on C. I know I have 8 measures. That's 2 of my guidelines that I already know and I'm ready and prepared for. My third one is that I need at least 4 different rhythms. So far I have a quarter note, and then a bunch of rests. I'm going to change this quarter note to a half note. I'm going to keep this quarter rest there. I'm going to put another note right here. And remember, this is your composition. You do not have to do exactly what I'm doing today. I'm just showing you an example. I'm going to put an 8th note, and then I want to put another 8th note. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of notes now, or 4 different types of rhythms. A quarter note, a half rest, and an 8th note. So I've already met my criteria for 4 different rhythms. I started on C, and then I can keep making notes however I want. I'm making it sound as beautiful as I can. I get to my very last measure, and I know I need to end on C. I'm going to change this to a whole note just because. So this is an example of a piece of music that meets all the guidelines. I'm starting on C. I'm ending on C. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of rhythms. I actually have 5, 6 different types of rhythms, so I'm going above and beyond here. But I have at least 4 different types of rhythms, and I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 measures. All right, this is an example of what starting and ending on C looks like, of what 8 measures looks like, and of what at least 4 different rhythms looks like. At this point in the video, you can feel free to rewind it to whatever part that you're having a hard time with and re-watch it. If you're totally cool, you understand everything that you're doing, you are ready to go, fantastic. Just make sure that whenever you are finished, you are emailing it to me. Whenever you are finished with your composition, you are emailing me by clicking score details, clicking share score, checking everyone, clicking next, clicking save. And this is actually a really important part, so please, please, please pay attention. Before, we've been forgetting to hit the save button. I say we, but I mean me. I'm sorry. I've been forgetting to tell you to hit the save button. Before you send it to me, make sure that you click save so that your score is saved and I'm seeing exactly what you're ending up with. A lot of scholars have been exiting out whenever they're finished after they share it with me, and then it deletes it all, so I haven't been able to see all your hard work. So make sure you click that save button. It should be unclickable, and when it's unclickable, that means that it's completely saved. All right, so I shared with everyone. Now I'm clicking these 3 connected dots. I'm picking the bottom option, copy link to score. And then I'm going to my email, clicking compose, making it big so you can't read my emails. And you are sending it to lziegler@glachicago.org. Your subject is your first name, your last name, and note flight. Then in this area, in the big blank area of your email, you are holding down Control and pressing V. That'll paste the link to your score. You can also right-click and press Paste. It'll do the same thing. If you had any questions or any problems, you are typing that below the link to your score. You are trying your best to send me a link to your score at very least. If your link is not perfect for whatever reason, you are saying, I didn't know how to do, and then whatever you didn't know how to do. And I will respond back to you, hopefully with a solution. All right, at this point in the video, if you want to explore Noteflight all by yourself, please feel free to close out the video or to go back in the video to whatever spots you were confused on, and you can continue to write your 8 measures by yourself. If you want to stick around and see some cool different things that you can do within Noteflight, feel free to stay on the video, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes going through some different things that Noteflight has to offer. All right. One of the different things that you can do with Noteflight is make different pitches. So here where it says pitch, you can make a note or add a sharp to a note or add a flat to a note. So this just makes the note either slightly higher or slightly lower. So if you want to do let's see, I have a G here and then a G here. If I wanted to make this note slightly higher than the G before it, I'm going to click on the note so that it's highlighted. Then I click on this sharp button here, and you can see that it is now a little bit higher. Listen to my first G. Here's my G sharp. It's a little bit higher, so it makes it sound kind of spooky. Some other things that you can do is you can play around in this 3-bar section with a bunch of different things. So I'm going to scroll down here to Dynamics, and I'm going to click on Dynamics so I can see it up here. Dynamics mean how loud or how soft the sound is. So I can click on this F button right next to Dynamics, and then I can either pick to make it loud or soft. If I want it loud, I'm putting an F. If I want it soft, I'm putting a P. And then Noteflight can save that for you. All right, so this note right here is going to be soft because I put a P there. So you can mess around with the dynamics. You can make things louder using a crescendo or softer using a diminuendo. You can also add different articulations. So that means how the note is played. So if I wanted to put a slur or to make these 2 notes connected, I can click the slur button and then it'll connect them together. If you have no idea what any of these mean and you just kind of want to mess around with them and hear what they sound like, I think I'm going to put a staccato here. If at any point you want to hear what it sounds like, you can always press this play button in the top left here. So if at any point you're clicking things that you have no idea what they're doing, that's fine. This is your time to experiment and to try different things out. But if you want to hear what it sounds like or what it means, click that play button and that'll play it for you. Here where it says tempo, you can also figure out how fast or slow you want it to go. So automatically it's going to be at 120. If you want it super slow, you can type in a smaller number. So see where it says 60, it's really slow. I can change it to also go a lot faster by typing in a larger number. So those are just a few things that you can do to make your composition sound a little bit different. There's another ornament button. This one's kind of fun. I'm going to click on this note and I'm going to put a trill so you can hear what a trill sounds like. So a trill makes it go up and down a little bit. So there's all sorts of fun things that you can add to your composition. So if you want to do just the bare minimum and get your 4 different rhythms down, start on C, end on C, and have at least 8 measures, that's totally fine. But I highly, highly, highly recommend going through and trying to do some fun things and explore different things that you can do with Noteflight. All right, again, if you have any questions, make sure you're adding that into your email to me today. Please, please, please make sure to email me a link to your composition so I can see what you did today and if you met those 3 guidelines or not. You have the rest of class time to be working on this and experimenting with Noteflight. Can't wait to see what you guys figure out. See you guys next week. Bye.